the Shrine Guardian, and why can I not sell it?
Link it, please. Sorry, folks, we're doing a little bit of maintenance before we start. Oh, Kane is the Shrine Guardian. That goes in the armoire. That's one of the
Indeed it
yokai
does.
weapons.
Oh! Jeez. I hadn't realized they were level 30 weapons.
Yes, they're level 30 weapons. And they
Right
go
there.
in the armoire.
Yeah, well.
So, yeah, don't venture those.
Mind is what I want, yes.
Well,
Hold
excuse
on a
me.
moment. 29. 29. Ooh. Lower mind, but it actually has piety. Not to mention a inventories, melding slot. Not that I can meld it myself. That's something else to get used to.
Yeah, you have no melds. We have to go visit someone and, like, pay money for melds. Who'da thunk it? That's what we get for not having crafters. But crafting would slow our game down worse than it normally is.
Let's see, vitality, mind 2, spell speed. Mind? That's also a mind? Yeah, I've got two different rings. And they're, the gemstone rings, i.e. the stuff that can be crafted, though these aren't. And both of them have mind bonus on them. So they're both technically healing rings. It's just one also has spell speed and the other has piety.
Not a bad combination. You have two
Yeah,
fingers.
but I think I will keep the brand new ring for the moment. Though actually that gave out at 30.
Yeah, that gives out at 30.
So it still has more mind than either of these rings. It's just, it doesn't have the secondary things like the spell speed and the piety.
Well, I think our first order of business is to actually do our white mage quest.
My first order of business is to continue clearing out this inventory mess.
Is it that much of a mess?
Yeah, it was two full tabs worth.
Woohoo! Let's put that.
All of those, and yeah, all of that should be lower. That isn't. Why is that? Okay. Oh, because that's Disciple of War, whereas I'm looking for something that's specialized for actual
tank. Yeah. Tankity tank.
2. Now I will take those stats. You can go away. 31. You can go away, but you're kind of my equivalent of a dress shirt at the moment.
Well, before logging in here, well, we didn't get to some of our EX/Savage stuff we usually do right before the stream. We were able to get Talon, aka Colt Silver, through Copied Factory and Puppet's Bunker, which is awesome stuff.
Oh yeah, boy are those different.
Yeah.
I should take a double. Just in case. Wow, that doesn't even live up to that. Guess. Actually.
Wow, that was supposed to be a lot of inventory.
And also juggling, okay, this one is for this class, so I need to be in it to make sure whether or not I have better equipment. Okay.
Got that all taken care of?
Maybe. What's it to you? White Mage is my default for the moment. It's the only one not 36. Gonna be one of those nights, is it?
Yeah. Hello, Paul. Awesome that you're here. As you can see, we've been...
Thank you for the sub.
Taking care of inventory and moderating...
Taking out the trash.
Yeah, taking out the trash. It has to happen at some point. And now we're gonna actually start on our... Was it level 35 White Mage?
35 job quests.
Yep.
Whichever one you want to do first. White Mage is one we hold in common, and it's close, so that's probably a good place to start.
Yeah, it's the closest, which is actually down at Camp Tranquil.
Oh, right, we no longer go to the guild trainers.
Correct. We go to our specialty trainers.
Only you can prevent forest ire.
Yes. That's one of the fates here, isn't it?
No, that's our quest.
Look
up in your corner.
Yes, only you can prevent forest ire. Yep. I do warn you that when we hit 45, those particular class quests are pretty long because they send you kind of everywhere.
Yes, all of the 45s are long. The 50s, I believe, are long, but not quite as long as the 45.
Oh no! Spriggan attack!
Is that like a weasel attack?
Only if they're cunning.
Go, Eorzea!
She's a trying.
Bye, Marset. Don't give us any new jobs, thank you.
Whee! Thud.
I'm sorry, Eorzea, but that didn't count as flying.
Quay!
Yeah, I know, it's disappointing, but it doesn't count.
Quay! She's trying. She means well. She's trying to help.
Yes.
Half of me wants to go, yeah, I should buy the Spriggan mount from the store. Half of me goes, that only works with Lalafell.
But yes, Gold Silver, the 45 is what gives you the bulk of your initial high-end set. You get everything but the chest piece, which comes in at the 50 quest.
Yep. Hey, Baron, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Baron the moderator comes in just after the trash is taken out. I love you, dear.
Did you have to go delete someone?
Like 5 people right in a row.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was all the same message, so you know it was bot. So, couple things. Live letter. I don't know if I described this to you guys last night. There's a mode in-game currently called Bread. It's you kind of munching on a slice of bread. Well, they're adding a couple new versions of it. One is biting on an apple. Another is eating a rice ball onigiri. And when the rice ball came out, suddenly in a Japanese language stream, the chat box entirely filled up with jelly donuts. My favorite. Yes.
For those of you who don't know, that's actually a reference to early on in the Pokemon animated series.
Yes.
Because it was, the 4Kids translation, and they're trying to avoid any sort of, cultural reference that might fly over the head of a 10-year-old, and failing.
So yeah, you have.
So they're having a meal of rice balls and calling them jelly donuts like several times in the conversation. I really feel that the orders came down from management, and the rating team overplayed it in disgust. Because it had that feel of, okay, if you're going to do it, we're going to do this in the worst way.
Yeah, it became a running gag with Brock of him calling onigiri jelly donuts. So that's kind of taken off as its own little meme. The other one was as they were showing off the new weapon quest that will be coming in. And if you know anything about FF14, Ruby Weapon came out, and the song, we've heard versions of it before in the game previous, but
Yes.
someone did a misheard lyrics that was so bang on, it stuck.
Once you look at it, I mean, there's pieces of it where you can kind of go, well, maybe, but like 75% of it, you're going, I will never hear it any other way again, because it is so dead on to what it sounds like they're saying.
So the lyrics are effectively big tacos, big fat tacos, big fat tacos, oh, big fat tacos.
Yeah,
So
that's the main part.
they showed off the new weapon, and suddenly the chat lit up with tacos intensifies. Yeah, they're never living that one down. Up there with chicken tenders.
And the silly thing is, in the original, it's basically faux lyrics, i.e., they don't really mean anything, so there's no official lyrics for the piece.
Yeah, so everyone is stuck now with big fat tacos in their heads.
Because even if it didn't sound so perfect, there's no actual alternative out there.
I think Rhea Osena wants to talk with us.
Maybe. Only you can prevent forest ire. Ooh, regen.
Yeah, Regen's good. Regen's our friend.
It's something I haven't had in any other class yet. Rhea Osena would teach you to commune with the elementals.
Ah, Rena, Ladonia. Looking ever more the white mages, I see. And yet I fear you are as ready to perform the quieting as a chocobo chick is ready to carry a wood whaler clad in full plate. But take heart, for we all must begin somewhere. Today I would teach you the art of communing with the elements. This is, by any measure, the very foundation of our art, the means by which we preserve harmony between the forest and our people. Not far from Sorrel Haven you shall find a tree, a mere sapling in the shadows of the guardian tree, but one that has likewise been consumed by anger and fear. I would ask that you placate the tree. The process is quite simple. Stand before the tree and raise your hands. Commune with the elements that reside within and attune yourself to them until your feelings are in absolute harmony. Be forewarned, however, an angry elemental can be as stubborn as my dear brother. Do not be surprised if you find your honest plea rebuffed and foul creatures sent to drive you from the forest. No matter what happens, you must remain calm. Dispatch the creatures, settle your heart, and speak with the tree once more. If your heart is true, your voices will be heard by the elementals ere long. Remember this, Rena, Ladonia. Under no circumstances must you allow your anger and fear to overcome you. It is as practitioners of white magic the magic of succor and solstice. Such emotions are anathema to our very existence.
Okay, Urza, can you stay calm for this?
Quay?
Calm.
Quay!
That doesn't sound like a very calm quack.
Quay! Quay!
Oh dear.
Quay!
We could be in trouble.
Quay! She means well. She's trying to help.
I hope she's trying to keep calm.
Quay!
Better. I don't think that would have cleared one of the balls in bullet hell.
No, it would
Or the
not.
corridor of woe.
My lag is such, I do not dare try and jump the bullet hell and the corridor of woe. I just kind of just shuffle from one side to another and pray.
Pretty much.
And yet, I got through the entire corridor without a single stack of vulnerability, so I must be doing something right.
Yeah, I got hit twice this time. Thankfully, the debuff from the first one had long since worn off by this time of the second hit.
Oh, that's good.
Urza is naturally red. You cannot do anything to die this particular chocobo.
Yeah, she is a mount only, which means I can't have her out and fighting the way we can with Peeps and Marshmallow.
So it'd be so wonderful to have a drop chocobo in a fight.
Oh gosh, yes.
Now that'd be a tanking chocobo.
Yeah. She is specialty bot. She's an Amber Drop Chocobo, and I get her for inviting people to Final Fantasy XIV and them actually subscribing. So if anyone out there wants a invite for some neat little gifts and a friend code, just say the word and we will provide friend codes.
Now, what does it take to get this one? Because, of course, I've got the regular draught for, which is also friend code stuff.
Yeah, this is, I believe, 7 golden chocobo feathers. Oh, we do not want to play with him.
Well, I'm at 5.
Yeah, we took...
Yeah, he looks dangerous.
We totally do not want to play with him, though we... Loaded worms. Yeah, loaded worms. And we don't have holy... Wah! Oh, come on! Will you just die already?
He's going, I heard there was a party here. Ooh, raptor shanks.
Yeah, we're starting to hurt. Let's see if I can get Medica off.
Of course, there's something else we could do to help.
Oh, yeah, Peeps!
Speaking of chocobos helping out, well, that went well. We done for the night?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's go back to the
No. We've got a treat of
Simply we're
classic.
done for the night.
Oh, for bloody blup 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 blup.
Boy, we didn't even get a chance to begin to make our case.
Nope. Are we done?
No, I'm sure we'll have to do it again after communing.
There.
I was expecting us to commune and then they'd attack. And then commune again. But no, they decided to short circuit the entire thing.
But no, we do not have the red comet.
No.
Which is still like murdering people.
I don't think he'll ever quit. I mean, Char's been good for how many series in OAVs now?
Well, they have Char and then they have Char clones.
Oh,
Literally. And then they have Char clones, figuratively.
Yeah, well.
He has become a trope of the entire Gundam saga.
Oh, yes.
Several times over. But yeah, I was really pleased to get Eorzea. I'm so happy. Thank you for people who accepted my friend codes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever want one and want to try the game out, just ping me and I will be happy to send more. Because there's still more critter mounts that off the friend codes that I would love to get. Like Twintania.
Really?
Yes, really.
Wow. Okay, then.
But getting Eorzea was more important.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since we tend to generally quest together a lot. Having a dual mount was awesome. And while the car shark is kind of neat, yeah.
The Chocobo carriage is better.
Yeah, the Chocobo carriage is a lot better. It is more in keeping with the genre.
The radio works.
And costs a lot less MGP. Wow, that bird just really has it in for us, doesn't he?
Pretty much.
Okay, Rhea Osena. A short while ago, I sensed a great, terrible anger abate. The forest is quieter, more welcoming now. It would seem you have passed your first test, right, Rena Ladonia? The trees are elements, the elements are the trees. The lush verdure of the wood is inseparable from the spirits that dwell within it. But you do not need to hear this from me. Doubtless you felt it for yourself when you healed that tree. Above all else, the elements prize harmony. When they sense a threat to harmony, they summon forth all the power at their disposal to expel it. For so long as we have lived in peace with the elements, why, now, do they turn against us? I can offer no answers, only theories. But one thing is certain. We must quell the Great One's fury, and to do it soon, lest Gridania bear the full brunt of the forest's wrath. To soothe the forest's wounds and restore harmony, that is our duty as white mages, mages of the white, and it is a responsibility that transcends race or nation. I sensed your success in soothing the ailing tree, and I'm more certain of this than ever. Sadly, many cannot see past the established practice and tradition, my dear brother among them. One would hope for a bit more open-mindedness given his youth, but alas, his pride as a Pajal will not permit it. For my part, I am not entirely unsympathetic to his concerns, and yet the task before us is too great. We must bring him around to see reason. But how? Forgive me, you two. I would be alone with my thoughts for a while. Worry not, I will find a way to deal with Arun. Yes! Give us regen!
Give me something important to put on my bar that I don't know where to put. And give me level.
Ooh, you got level?
Yeah, remember I was just shy of 36, so now I am 36.
Nice. I guess next up is Paladin and, Black Mage?
Yeah. Hold on a moment. I wanna contemplate this for a moment. Okay, Medica is that one, right? Let's swap those two. Really?
What?
And by the way, Foxfire Glow, poof, another 100 Grave Furs.
Yeah.
Watching Gundam Wing in high school. Okay then.
Yeah. I remember when CFO was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, I remember you going to the various creation cons.
Mm-hmm. Zoom. And I'm trying to remember what the yeah, the Black Mage I think we might do first because it's on the way.
Black Mage should be in Ul'dah, shouldn't it?
No, Black Mage should be right here.
Nope, Black Mage is in Ul'dah.
Oh, right, you need to talk with the...
Yeah, I need to talk with the two Lalafell on the other side of the city from the group of Lalafell I have been talking to.
Right. So confused with all the Lalafell.
As you travel overland, I will be right back after this water.
I find it so hilarious. There is... Lalafell are one of these races that you either absolutely adore or you loathe, and there's no in between. And there's a lot of people constantly in several things is you gotta get rid of the Lalafell. Lalafell are annoying. You gotta get rid of the Lalafell. Ignoring the fact that Yoshi P himself plays a Lalafell. Yeah, any cries for getting rid of Lalafell just are not going to happen. His main avatar is a little female Lalafell Black Mage. That is his jive. So yeah. Yeah, Lalafells are here to stay. Deal with it. Oh, I had someone recently was on whispered me is like, I feel old, and I'm like,
Oh yes.
what now? They're like, I'm turning 29 tomorrow, and I'm like, poof, another 100 gray furs, and she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, you have no clue.
Yeah, you little baby.
Remember, once we're born, it's all downhill from there.
Something like that. And of course, the main kind of things I have to calibrate with AJ is the fact that he was the target demographic when the original Pokemon game came out, which is to say 10.
Oh, yeah. I remember that coming out, and I was in Cal Arts.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Which should we do first? Pally or Black Mage?
Let's get Black Mage over with.
Okay, I will definitely switch the screen over then. Give me a minute.
Okay, I'm moderating myself, and
There. Not run into the posts, thank you.
by the way,
Mm-hmm.
after 5.4 comes out, do keep an eye out in case there's another there's like an EP3 soundtrack. However, I suspect there won't be one because
Yeah, they'll
that,
probably
of course,
roll
is
it into
lead
the
into the next expansion, so it'll probably all be in that expansion soundtrack. Yes, but keep an eye out just in case.
Oh, look, a quest.
Lots of them.
That was a blue bang.
Yeah.
We'll have to come back and do that when we after we
Dishonor
finish our quest.
before death. That's a. If I'm getting the right bang, and there's 2 of them there. That's a level 38.
Yeah, I know what that one unlocks.
No, I'm not 38 in any class yet.
Yeah, but you kind of have to. Well, we could come back and if we remember to pick it up by.
Yeah, well. That's the weaving quest, so I want the next
Oh, and I think. Don't we have something for? No, maybe not.
We have main story, which is Fulgurt Float, and then I have like Lancer stuff, and that should be it.
Did we actually unlock? No, we have not done Sunken Temple, which is 35.
Well, class quests first, then unlocking Sunken Temple.
Sounds good.
So, in a week or 2. You'll never go back. I may never go back, but I am going black.
Yep, you are indeed.
Lali at Milvanet's Sacrarium has guidance for those seeking the black.
I
First,
sense the black
cover one eye, then cover the other. You'll do more damage.
I sense the black magic within you has grown stronger, Ladonia. You have earned the right of my audience.
You're a little from the mic.
I can't help it. The monitor's facing the opposite direction.
Oh, right. Not my fault.
No, it's not. I am pleased to see that you do not fear your newfound powers. But then, you adventurers will always want to embrace the new. You are now ready to set forth on your journey to find the keys required to seal the Void Gate. Hear me well, for mine are my master's own words, and his those of Nodfall himself. The next key requires the blood sacrifice. Travel to the Sangoli Desert to the south Analand. Slay what fiend emerges from the planar fissure there, and slate the land's thirst with their lifeblood. Once drunk, its essence shall be borne away upon the etheric veins of the earth, and then serve to notify our friends in the wasteland that the time has come. Complete this task before you, and the black mage testimony you will carry will shine full within the new light. A light to envelop and absorb evil, light to show you destruction and guide you to righteousness. This light is the key. Take it into you, and where it will forever burn bright. That is
I
all.
happen to know too much light is not necessarily a good thing.
That is all. Do you understand and accept what you must do?
I suppose. Go kill things. I can do this.
Yeah, you need to go to the Sangoli Desert?
That's what the little one said.
Yeah, that's right. That's back when they actually had a little battery in the cartridge
Yes.
so that you could save your save game.
Well, all the cartridge stuff worked that way until, the modern ones, which generally have some onboard stuff.
Go out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go out the back gate.
That's what I thought. I was also checking over chat.
I just remember the one meme story of the one kid on
She's so distraught.
Red Blue. Yes, I know, she is so distraught. Where the kid looked at the hover over, not follow, I went to ride Pillion. Looked over the data that they provide when you get a creature listing, and it was for, trying to remember the name of it. It's the one long neck sea Pokemon with the tortoise shell. Yeah, Lapras, thank you.
Oh.
And it said that they were endangered. He was like, no, they can't be endangered. So he actually set up an entire breeding program for them and started trading them willy-nilly and did it so well that they actually kind of swamped the trade market. And he'd be releasing them to the wild. And it was kind of adorable, actually.
Okay, where in here?
I don't know.
Not seeing. Well, okay, there's that tag. I just don't see it on the map. Oh, okay. All the way down in the mining fields.
Yeah, my recommendation is we take Minotaur Malm.
But.
Because if we try and ride straight through, they're going to eat us for lunch.
They'd never eat Lucy.
Yeah, she'd fly away. Because Lucy's the smart one.
Why?
Go, Lucy! At some point we might actually get, like, Minotaur Malm as, like, a dungeon or something. You can actually do that. I don't know about those anglerfish. They kind of scare me.
Yeah.
That fate also scares me.
Oh no. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Fallen corpses writhen style.
Yeah.
Come back here!
But we will be doing it
There.
someday. Not today. But we will be doing it.
Hello, Octi!
Yay, Aki!
We're doing a bunch of class quests. We finished up White Mage, and now we're working on Black Mage for Ladonia.
Yes, we're being very black and white about things.
And I'm more
They
just
call
coming
this
along
the
for the
Smooth
ride.
Desert. They ain't kidding.
Yeah. This was actually one of the more impressive areas. You'll actually want to go around the backside of this encampment. Which is drilling for Allergan stuff, apparently.
I Actually, I need those smoke bombs.
Okay, go kill some smoke bombs. Do you need me to tank for you?
Need probably. Would it be useful? Oh yes. That is 1 of 5. Now, this is a good way to get myself.
Well, actually, we're going around the front now. But it doesn't matter as long as we get the hunt log done. Actually, I should check my hunt log. I don't remember what I'm currently at.
Mine is in horrible shape.
I have one thing at level 3.
3?
Yeah, it's at the 3rd level. I'm not.
Difficulty rank 3.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got me.
We should be in the middle of rank 4 now.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
And my one thing is often Eastern Lanosea.
Actually, this one is difficulty 4. I think my other 2 are still on 3s, though. By the way, I'm done with these.
Oh.
This is like number 7.
Sorry. One track bun bun.
Apparently. Ah, yes.
And I think it's on top of the hill, if I remember right.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna need to clear this out.
Oh, that kind of blows. I'm sorry, Foxfire.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Fortunately, it's not like you can't get new cartridges for more modern systems for red and blue.
Yeah, we have
And
a
yellow.
we have a pair of 2DSs. That we mostly got to play.
Yeah, I never
Need
did
to
finish
I never
my
finished
X
mine
game.
either. You need
Well,
to
part of
finish
it
X,
is I was kind of heading towards the big tournament, and the difficulty just spiked so hard between where I had been and heading towards that it was being kind of a grind to get to the point where I could get past it. It's not like they have much of a story, though.
Yeah, I didn't get anywhere near that far. I'm still in like maybe a third of the way through Alpha Sapphire. Okay, and time to head home. Anyway, so we got a pair of 2DSs. Mostly for that. And Rena's is a red one, mine is a blue one, so they are officially named Red and Blue.
Yeah, I need to make carry cases for them. I've been meaning to do that for a while.
Yeah. And we need to
Now
come
I
up-
have less of an excuse.
Yes! Yes, you do!
Over Thanksgiving, all the guys got together and gave me an early Christmas gift. Because I have not been able to sew for the past couple... do you really want to go this direction?
Maybe?
Are you really sure about that?
Let me take a look here. They're only 10 levels ahead of us.
But bless their hearts, they actually all got together and pooled their funds and got me a new sewing machine. So I need to sit down and hook that all up. Because I have not been sewing for the past couple of months for masks, because my old sewing machine, which I've been kind of nursing along for quite some time, the last thing I was sewing, it made a distinct kerchunk sound, and I said, okay, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
More than likely, it probably just needs a really good cleaning and some oiling.
But it's been needing that a lot.
And I'm actually kind of bad on the maintenance, partially because when I learned to sew, it was on my mom's machine. And the thing I didn't realize, and that my mom didn't realize, is my dad, when we weren't looking, would go in and tinker on it constantly, so it was always running perfectly.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of amazing, because I know my dad has been traumatized by the sewing profession for life.
With good reason.
He did actually. He did not want my mom sewing, but he got her the sewing machine anyway on the promise that his foot never found a needle ever. If it did, the sewing machine would disappear, and that would be that. So, Mom taught me to be really anal retentive about keeping track of all your pins and needles.
And there was a reason why this was the deal.
Yes, there was a reason. And I found out when Grandma, Hanson came to, stay with us for a couple months. And I think the day we moved out of that house, we were still finding pins and needles in the carpet with our feet. In that room that she was staying in. It was amazing. Thankfully, my dad never found them, but I sure did. If anyone ever wants to know why, besides medical, that I tend to always wear shoes in the house, that really taught me a lesson. And these weren't little needles. These were big, thick, tailoring tea needles.
Okay.
They did real damage.
It is done then, but the blackness you have awoken has yet to settle within you. Time is needed, Ladonia. Pray be patient. Continue to practice your mastery of the arcane and come to me once more when the dark arts is as much of you as you to it.
Freeze.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice and I never use it.
Oh, I use it all the time.
That's nice. Look, I'm sorry, this is Black Mage. Black Mage has two kinds of spells. Explosions, and things that make explosions more powerful.
Okay, off to Gladiator. And we want to go this way.
Oh, I need to
remember where I
flip
put
the
freeze on my bar.
camera. Boink.
Yes, put freeze on your bar.
Well, they did for me, but I'd move it to where I have it on Rylea, but I don't remember where I have it on Rylea's bar because I never use it.
Actually, no, we need to go upstairs. Well, to be fair, her eyesight was kind of bad. Looking back on it now, she definitely was suffering from early onset dementia, and it just went undiagnosed, and this just
Yeah.
compounded a lot of other issues with her, like her hoarding. But yeah, apparently she was just horrible of she would drop needles, not notice they drop, and just reach in and grab more. She was constantly buying tailor needles. And unfortunately, all her kids, all 8 of them, would find them with their feet. Yeah, this would traumatize any kid if they did it constantly. Hello, Jinlins.
Oh yeah, let's swap over. There you go. Honor lost. Captain Jinlins wishes to teach you more of the paladin arts.
Woohoo! I get Sheltron and Oath Mastery.
Sheltron is nice, I need to use it more than I do. You have earned the right to call yourself a paladin. But how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultansworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude, and no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels, before my father had time to thank him. Even today, I can see the captain as he was then, blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultansworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named Captain of the Sultansworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then the honor of the Sultansworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was the mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultansworn by the then Sultan of Ul'dah. In time it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultansworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultana if we cannot even hold on to the symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eyes of the ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultansworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. The Sultansworn have grown too weak. We cannot do it ourselves. We have been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In outer Lanosea, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of the beasts would be a fine way to hone the skills that I will teach you. In the grove, you'll find another herb raiser, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me.
Wow, he's actually sending me out to Lanosea?
Yeah? Is he paying your airfare?
No.
Man, these guys are cheap.
Yes! Also, I'll be honest, I am debating whether we should stream the Heavensward chain for this or not.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because that story is so horrible. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Pally, but the Heavensward is probably the worst writing in the game ever. It's like plot. Everyone you talk to is, oh god. I know people who were like maining Paladin who had not taken other classes who were like, I don't know if I want to continue with the game because this, or any other job quest because this one is so horrible. And we're like, oh, you did Paladin 50 through 60, didn't you?
I remember it being that bad. It is certainly not a highlight.
Well, part of it is that its conclusion logic was weak sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, what were they thinking? I don't know what they were thinking.
Hey, I suffered through the end of the smuggler quest chain in SWTOR. I have a high tolerance. The smuggler story was great for the first half, the second half not so much.
Ooh, Foxfire! Just thinking about that makes my feet hurt. Ow! But yeah. This is why, I actually had to, because of my grandmother and my dad's, I really don't want you guys sewing, I ended up having to learn to sew on my own. That way I could make my own Halloween costumes because Mom was too tired to make them and thought I was too old to wear Halloween costumes. That was the entire reason. Kid logic.
Yeah, well. Thankfully, my mom did make me Halloween costumes.
Well, my mom did for a little while, and some of those costumes were freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mom really knew her stuff, and anytime I had an issue, I'd go to her and magically it would be perfect. And I was like, Mom, how did you do that? And she'd just kind of shrug her shoulders.
Mom got powers.
I mean, the curtains in our hallway that we use as a room divider for, so we could isolate the different rooms when we've got some of the filters and air conditioner running, those were, like, for lack of a better term, snotted out by my mom one night when she decided that I needed better curtains in my dorm room at college. And I was like, Mom, how did you make this? And she just kind of, It...
Happens. Doesn't everyone do this?
Unfortunately, that's kind of the last thing she sewed. She kind of stopped sewing after that. And I was like, Mom, you're a really good seamstress. And she's like, I'm too lazy. I don't feel like it. Yeah,
lady specialist who isn't using their crafting.
Yeah. And it's like, I love you dearly, Mom, but I know you're tired, and I know you're kind of ancient now, and you've got a lot on your plate now, especially, but you can do this stuff, and you might actually enjoy it when you don't feel like you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, she's even got a brand new sewing machine sitting on her desk waiting for her after I completely butchered her previous machine.
So where are you?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were right behind me.
No.
I'm sorry.
There you are.
So, for the most part, I'm a self-taught sewer. I do the best I can. I try to do the, as nice as I can and not cheap out on seams or things like that. And I'm getting better about it. It's just a practice thing. Someone has their ninja knives.
The 10:30 not really news. Limsa Lominsa is still crowded.
Yeah, Limsa Lominsa has become the hangout point.
Yeah.
In 1.0, it was Olda. In 2.0, it's Limsa.
Yep.
You can tell because that's where the crowd's the largest, but that's also where the bots hang out.
Yes. It'll be interesting to see if Ishgard becomes more of a hangout place once all the housing is in.
We shall see. They're doing some interesting things in the firmament, which is where we're working on. And I don't. They keep kind of hemming and hawing on whether that's actually going to turn into player housing or not.
Yeah.
A lot of the signs indicate they are, but they haven't actually officially said yes or no.
The really interesting thing at the moment is the fact that they've started basically redressing the set for Foundation, which is the main lower half of the city that you normally use. As of a quest we did recently on the mains, we got to see a bunch of construction materials go up and everything, like they're actually going to show the main part of the city get rebuilt along with the firmament.
Well, mostly what they're working on is the broom, specifically, which is kind of the slum area.
But the main causeway that you come in on and everything, they've got scaffolding up on the side of that, and that's not technically the broom.
Yeah, it's technically just outside the broom. By the way, we have a long ride ahead of us.
Where are we going?
I thought it was to Lower La Nosea. It's actually to Outer La Nosea.
Ooh, yeah, that is a ride.
But we'll be going right by my hunt targets, so...
Woohoo!
Speaking of which, here they are.
Hey, I need them too. Which means you're going to need them as White Mage.
Of course.
Because, of course, I'm White Mage.
I thought you were Black Mage.
No, I switched over to White while accompanying you because White is my lowest XP.
Ah, that
so
makes sense.
So I'm wanting all the XP to come here. Okay, that's mine. Let's check Black Mage. No. Warrior? No.
And there's my difficulty rank up.
Oh, very good.
Okay, let's check White Mage. Come on, White Mage.
Yeah, I'm at 9 of 10 on...
it says I have them already.
Huh. I need to get Laughing Toads in Western Thanalan for Conjurer.
Laughing Toads and Quigan Runners in Eastern Thanalan at the Wellwook Woods. Yay!
I seem to have those. Yeah, the Kirikin Roadrunners, those I have.
Oh, that's nice.
Right, Urza!
Actually, we want to go the other
Nice.
route.
Yeah, nice. Yes, there are plans in the technical manual. Yes, I have a copy. Thank you. How did you know?
On a slight note of that, the female officer uniform in there, while it's a good costume from the technical manual, it is actually
Yes.
not the pattern they used in the show. I've been seriously thinking about purchasing the pattern they used for the show. I got a chance about, 10 years ago now? They actually
Less
did.
than that, a little less.
They did a Star Trek touring show of a lot of the costumes and the sets and the props that came to the Tech Museum here in San Jose. And I really got a chance to look at the uniforms there and was seriously impressed by that female scant. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that thing is a marvel.
yeah. They knew what they were doing when they put that one together.
And it's not as simple as you think it is. There is a lot of very interesting cut and design choices that are actually fascinating to look at and study that don't pick up on the TV screen because of how fine the seam work was. Kind of also the same category of Kirk's shirt actually being apple green and not showing it.
Yes, yes. Yeah, William Worth Thice was a magician. It was kind of interesting. I was seeing an article just a little bit ago about him.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the problem is, he did this wonderful work
I
on a
swear
lot
I'll
of
be right back for you, Subami. Just hold your horses.
Did a lot of wonderful work on a lot of costumes in Star Trek, and of course didn't get any nominations, much less awards for it. He did get a couple of nominations and one award, and the main thing that he got it for was a Next Generation episode.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Goodbye, The Big Sleep, one of the early holodeck adventures, the one that's all the gangster stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He got an award for that, which the article points out, it's kind of interesting because, most people kind of look at that and say there's nothing special in that episode. But all the people who are in the know or Big Goodbye, thank you. All the people who know costumery say, no, he did a really amazing job on all those suits and everything because they are getting the feel correctly and pulling from about 3 different eras of that style of suit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, more hunt targets.
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
But yeah, as Brenna has already said, show of hands, everyone, who knows what color the command uniforms in the original series actually were?
I kind of spoiled that one, sorry.
Yes, you did. More apple green than avocado green. Avocado green is a lot of a duller and a bit grayer green than the one they went for.
Oh, and I don't have this one because I haven't unlocked the previous one.
Oops.
Oh well. Back to Urza. So one of the interesting things about the female officer's uniform, the scant, is that it was designed in such a way that it would work with a lot of different female body shapes and sizes and weights.
Yeah.
And something like that is so rare. It's like you're looking at a unicorn, and he did it on a TV show.
on a TV show with not a very good budget.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of things they had to do to pull off some of the budgetary constraints, especially in third season when the budget went back down. There's a number of decent to good books about the making of the show. One that was very interesting is Inside Star Trek, which was Solau, however it's pronounced, who's basically the producer, and Robert Justman together.
Yeah, more hunt targets. Sorry, I'm just running across all my hunt targets. Yeah. More hunt.
Now, as long as you don't have pocket raptors on the hunt list, I'm fine.
Oh god, those things still give me nightmares. I think I need 2 more, but we'll get them after the camp.
Right.
Yeah, those 2 over there look good. Come here, suckers! It's your day to die.
Come out for the weekly beating of your spawn.
Yeah, on the costume side of things, my brother kind of sort of commissioned me to do a Jedi costume for him. That my new machine will be, if not christened, pretty close to.
Yeah.
And I took a look because he specifically wanted Attack of the Clone era costume for Obi-Wan. So I did a little research and I looked at some of the other. Oh, we are not playing with you. We are. No, we don't want to play with you. Go away.
But he wants to play with us.
No, I don't want to play with the big corals. The kittens are fine. The adult cats, not so much. But yeah, I did some research into the costume, and I saw a lot of people's reproductions. When typical reproduction, yeah. It's mostly based on modified kimonos and hoppies. This is totally doable. And then I took a look at some of the production stills. Oh my god, those things are gorgeous. They look
They
simple.
had a budget.
They look simple, and technically pattern-wise they are, but their execution is anything but. Ringtails as far as the eye can see. I mean, we're talking an entire level of padded and aligned, and also a really good understanding of what type of cloth to use where.
Yeah, including stuff you're not going to get a hold of.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, back to Jinlands. Which is going to be a long road from here. But yeah, I'm looking at it going, okay, I can probably make the main shirt, because it's actually 3 layers of shirt. You have the outer shirt, which to me looks like I can do with padded muslin, cotton muslin. The middle shirt, which can also be done with muslin, but will be lined. I'm not sure about the inner shirt. It looks more like it's done possibly with a type of t-shirt cotton. Because it's kind of form-fitting and has a stretchiness to the sleeves. So I'm trying to figure out and also figure out what to line the
No,
second
that still
shirt
does
with.
not count as flying. Sorry.
Quay! Quay!
Well, at least one thing, it's only 3 layers. It's not like Ayaka's costume in Tenchi Muyo.
10 layers of kimonos, yeah.
I think it's like 8.
And then, of course, you have the what people consider the quote-unquote Jedi robe over it all, which is effectively wool. Wow, Urza really doesn't like going through
No.
Western La Nosea. Holy moly! At some point, my dream costume wardrobe would be like the classic scant from First Generation. I'd like one of the main ones I'd keep looking at going, I just don't have the skills to do it, is Admiral Brosfin's jacket. Oh my gosh, that thing is marvelous.
Admittedly, the new sewing machine might be able to handle that.
I don't know if my skill can handle that and make
That's
it
something
look
else again,
good.
but the old machine wouldn't have been able to do it at all.
Yeah, the old machine, not even a chance. But yeah, I've been looking at that jacket and going, okay, how would you actually build that? Because I'd have to actually go into the tailoring books to see how to actually hand construct that to make it just hang right. One of the problems you see with a lot of people making jackets for cosplay is they don't quite look right. And some of it is actually materials used. The pattern is correct, but a combination of the materials used and particularly hidden tailoring techniques. You could be a seamster or seamstress and not be a tailor. It's actually a slightly different skill set. And it's one that I need to acquire a bit more of. Ain't that right, Mr. Killer Wesp? Yeah, I'm going riding right past you. And no, shearing is not caring. I don't care what that fate says. So if you could have any costume, what would you like, Ladonia?
It's been so long since I've had the chance to consider that.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, at one point, I think I probably could have done decent with a Ramza.
Yeah.
I'm probably not there anymore.
No, you're... You're too pudgy.
Yeah.
Just for the record, Ladonia here is the thinnest person in the household. Okay, all the way back. Well, apparently some people got infatuated by something around here. Oh, they're in sync even. Nice. Chug, 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 chug. Sorry we're so quiet. We've suddenly hit the, we're out of things to talk about mode.
Well, we're just sitting back and enjoying the massively multiplayer online jogging game.
Jogging simulator, yeah. Now, to be fair, we could actually just, like, teleport around, but that just kind of ruins the I'm living in the world feel. I guess I'm too
And
old
yes,
school.
Foxfire, that would be very impressive. Yeah, admittedly, there is a certain part of me that misses the, like 15-minute Griffin flights.
Hi, I'm getting on a griffin, and I'm now going to stand up and go go make a sandwich.
Yes. Which, did have its own use. If there's
Hey,
any
don't
point in
knock
the
Baymax. Baymax was an awesome character.
Baymax.
Big Hero 6.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that size, thank you. In any direction.
Quack! Quack! She wants to get going. She knows she has a long jog ahead of her.
Yes. So we'll basically finish this off and basically be done for the night.
Yep.
And that will have gotten us through 3 out of the 5 quests.
Mm-hmm. The last two
Will be
will
the
be Lemza Lominza. My
Yep.
question is do we want to log out in Ul'dah or Lemza?
let's see how long this takes us.
Sounds like a plan.
Now,
And
if Shinlins wants to go on for 5 minutes like he did last time, I think we have to log out in Ul'dah.
well, there is an advantage of logging out in Ul'dah.
Mhm.
We're hoping during the course of the week we can get on the Buns and get Pugilus and Lancer up so we can do their
Yes.
stories back to back. And Pugilus is in Ul'dah.
Yeah. And Gridania for Lancer is a lot closer to Ul'dah than Lemza Lominsa is.
Well, Lancer we might want to do last because we're heading out to the next set and we'll have to go back to Gridania.
Yeah. But just in the general course of me getting on and actually getting, like, the hunts done and getting leveled and all of that. So that is prepared.
Yeah, it's possible. We will have to see. Okay, Jinlins. Let's see, where are you?
The same place he always is. He does not move around much.
No. And up the red staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Doug Gallery will be happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
About Baymax.
Ah.
Okay, Jinlins. Your line.
Well done. You have taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. Hey,
were
wow,
saying?
he did not go on for 5 minutes.
Or we could do Pugilist Lancer last because, well, we have to go kind of through Ul'dah to get to Gridania from Limsa. And that's it. Wow. Thanks, Jinlins. Love you too.
Anytime.
Ooh, Paladin Gauge expanded. I have an Oath Gauge, and I have Sheltron.
Yeah.
And Sheltron's on a really weird position on my bar. I'm not sure if that's correct. I'll deal with it later.
My main problem with Sheltron is I mentally want to think that it basically comes up when the animation finishes. So I'm always in a state of, it's too late to use it.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's weird. I haven't quite figured out because there's some abilities that go off instantly, but their animation is long. And some abilities that you have to wait until the entire animation is finished and then it'll actually hit. And I'm not sure if you have to wait for the animation or not because it's so variable.
Now on that one it should be easy to tell because it'll be whenever the buff symbol comes up.
True.
Not that I'm ever, having the chance to look at that.
One of the prime examples of waiting for the animation to finish, and I don't know if I clip it if I hit another ability while the animation's still going for the first, is Ninja's Dream Within a Dream, which is a 3-hit attack. It has an animation, but in the meantime, with the animation going off, the animation is longer than my global cooldown for other abilities. So I don't know if I accidentally clip it or not.
You could test that and basically, study the footage afterwards. You'd have to record it and just watch the hit numbers go by. Because if it's a 3-hit attack, you should see 3 different numbers go by on the full version.
Yeah, it's like one of the only abilities that isn't a dot that is a multi-hit.
Right.
So that always kind of throws me. But it's absolutely a killer attack. And if you listen to it, the sound will tell you when it's over. Because it's a very distinctive chunk, 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 chunk.
Well, I know there's like a bunch in, say, Machinist that are instants. They take effect instantly, but some of the animations take a while.
Yeah, and I don't know if that clips them or not.
No. I can tell you mostly because I am watching the guy get one-shotted and then the bulk of the animation goes off.
Oi.
What the heck was that about? I was walking through water on the deck of the ship.
Well, if it's raining...
It was a bit more than just, a little bit of water.
Oh dear. Did something burp?
I think so. But, like the second shot in the rotation for Machinist, especially the heated version, where you get the line of like 8 bullets.
Right.
And you hit the key and the line shows up and then they all do their converge thing on the thing. The bullets are still showing up when I see the guy fall over. Never mind them actually hitting him.
Right, right. It's kind of hard to tell. It's one of those anal retentive things that
Yeah.
if you've played the game a while, you go, maybe I should test this.
Yeah. And something that's 3-hit like the Ninja one, that one is worth testing. Anything else that's just a single thing, it happens as soon as the cast bar, if any, clears. Even if the animation takes a while longer.
Yeah, something to do in our copious spare time.
What is this mythical thing of which you speak?
Thing? We have a mythical thing?
Copious spare time. Oh yeah, that's as mythical as it gets.
Sorry, did I leave you? Oh, right, I'm in Ninja. Sorry.
Yes. No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not. I'm totally not. Soon, Pugilist will have this too. I'm sorry, Monk. Monks are Pugilists with funny hats. Yay! I haven't had my seltzer water in ages. Well, thank you all for joining us. Next week we'll finish up with class quests. And if we have time, we might jump back into MSQ, but I've got a funny feeling looking at all the class quests, we are not going to get to MSQ probably for another 2 weeks.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, if we start going through all the 30 class quest stuff, the pre-30 stuff on the new classes, yes, that will take a while.
Yeah. You guys have a great week. Thank you very much for joining us. Actually, is Cardwin still on?
Yes, he's still on.
Okay.
Play Claw 4.
I will go ahead and raid Cardwin's channel. Let's see if I can spell this correctly. Yes, it looks like we're setting up for the raid. Woohoo!
Yes.
But
everyone have a great week.
Yes, yes. Hope to see you next week. Be safe, all. Night.
Yes. Great to have you here. Okay.